Browns fans, brace yourselves, because the front office just dropped a nuclear bomb on the future of this franchise. If you thought the quarterback controversy was over, you are dead wrong. Breaking reports from Heavy and NBC Sports confirm a scenario that sounds like pure fiction, but is 100% reality. The Cleveland Browns are planning for Deshaun Watson to actively compete with rookie sensation Shedeur Sanders for the starting quarterback job in 2026. Yes, you heard that right. Despite drafting Sanders to be the savior, the organization is not handing him the keys just yet. Watson, currently rehabbing from a devastating re-ruptured Achilles tendon, is expected to be healthy enough to challenge the rookie. This creates an incredibly awkward timeline where the future of the franchise has to battle the ghost of contracts past. It is a decision that screams desperation and financial handcuffs rather than pure football logic. But before we continue, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that like button, and tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? Let's dive into the ugly truth of why this is happening. It all comes down to the numbers, and they are absolutely terrifying for the front office. Deshaun Watson carries a staggering, franchise-crippling cap hit of $80.7 million in 2026. Let that sink in. $80 million. Because of this fully guaranteed anchor, Watson is virtually untradeable. No other team in the NFL is going to touch that contract with a 10-foot pole, especially for a quarterback coming off 2 major Achilles injuries. The Browns are essentially stuck in a forced marriage. They cannot cut him without destroying their salary cap for years, so their only option is to pretend this is a legitimate competition. It is a nightmare scenario where financial mismanagement is dictating roster construction, potentially stunting the growth of Shedeur Sanders before he even takes a meaningful snap under center. This is trench warfare in the front office.
This situation creates a toxic environment that could derail the entire rebuild before it truly begins. Think about the pressure on Shedeur Sanders. He isn't just coming in as a rookie, he is walking into a locker room divided by a massive contract dispute. If Watson looks even halfway decent in training camp, do you bench the guy making $80 million? Or do you sit the rookie you just spent high draft capital on? It is a lose-lose situation for head coach Kevin Stefanski. If he plays Watson and he struggles, the fans will riot. If he plays Sanders and the rookie hits a wall, the front office will point to the money sitting on the bench. Furthermore, this destroys the team's ability to build depth. That $80.7 million cap hit paralyzes the Browns in free agency. They cannot sign elite wide receivers, they cannot bolster the offensive line, and they cannot retain key defensive stars because one player is eating up a quarter of the salary cap. It is the definition of salary cap hell. The concept of a competition is likely a PR move to justify keeping Watson on the roster, but the damage is already done. You simply cannot build a Super Bowl contender when your backup quarterback is the highest paid player in the history of the sport. It defies all logic and roster-building principles. As we look toward 2026, this storyline will dominate every single headline coming out of Berea. It is not just about football anymore. It is about the business of the NFL swallowing a franchise whole. I want to know what you think. Is this fair to Shedeur Sanders? Can Watson actually return to form? Drop your thoughts below. I'm signing off, but stay tuned because this drama in Cleveland is far from over.